Hey everybody, hope you're all doing alright out there. So today I want to tell you a tale with twists and turns, with some information about how YouTube works, with some injustice, long hair and hopefully redemption. It should be an interesting one. So as a YouTube content creator of more than 10 years and 2,000 videos, I'm pretty experienced in this. And most of my videos, you know, it goes how you would expect it to. If it's a really interesting subject, that'll probably do quite well to start with, but if it's time related, it won't get views for a long time. If it's an evergreen piece of content like how to tighten a motorcycle chain, it's something that's never going to really change, it can do well for a long time. And then you get these videos that do nothing, and I mean like nothing, year after year, and all of a sudden they explode. Now, thankfully, when this happened to one of my videos, I actually knew exactly why this happened because I kind of watched it happen. So let me start my story back at the beginning of January 2015 and we'll work our way through. Back then, I made my first video on the Rolleron. Now, that is a stabilization device for an AIM-9 Sidewinder missile. This is a real fin-off of one. I have 2 videos on this. When I put the original video up in 2015, as you can see, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, no one really cared about this video at all. The comments up until this point were fairly positive and good. People saying it was interesting, things like that. A couple of minor corrections here and there, that was fine. And then there was this ginormous spike. And I'm like, what the hell? But I knew why that happened. As you can see, it peaked on May 21st, 2021 with 18 and a bit thousand views in that single day. Why, you may ask? Why, after all those years, are people suddenly so interested? Because of a great channel that I'd already watched for quite a while called Curious Droid, who made a video on the Sidewinder in, as you can see here, May 10th, 2021. So we're talking 5-6 years after I released my original video. Now, in my original video, I tried to do as much research as I possibly could to find out all the information I could, but at the time there wasn't a huge amount of things around. Curious Droid made his video, and wow, he had so much information and everyone just came pouring to my video to let me know about every single thing I got wrong. Now, it's not like they came across with this information like, hey, because there was quite a lot of this, you know, I used to work with those missiles directly when I was in the American Air Force. I think this was more likely this or blah, blah, blah. Fantastic. From the horse's mouth, as it were, from the people that dealt with these on the ground. However, most of the people that have come to my video and commented have obviously, because we've previously seen this, no one was caring, no one was commenting, no one was correcting. They've come from this video with this new information and they're walking in the room like they got the biggest swinger you've ever seen because they've got this new information. So this is the video itself. As you can see here, it got 284,000 views so far. It really hasn't made much money. Don't think that views to money actually correlate. Like 100,000 views on one video versus 100,000 views on another video could be $1,000 versus 50 bucks. Literally, it all depends on the subject. Well, anyway, you'll note, when Curious Droid made his video, I made an updated video because I'd finally got around to trying to do the RPM testing that I wanted to do spinning this wheel. And with his video coming, I'd been planning to do this for like over a year, and then when Curious Droid made his video, my other one exploded, I was like, right, this is the time to make that follow-up video, to give that more information. This will be cool. And it also gave me the ability to correct a few things that I'd learned from Droid's video, and in between from other people who had mentioned stuff. So there's a side note to mention here. I made my second video in 2021, just a few days after Curious Droid made his, and I've been getting continuous views on this ever since. I have put a link in the description to the updated video. I have put a pinned comment and a link there for people to find, and also this button here takes you to the other video. So you may think, okay, if this has got 284,000 views, people are interested in this, and that comment there says there's a better updated video, they'll probably want to watch that one, right? Yeah, this has got 20,000 views. This comes down to the way that YouTube suggests videos. It doesn't matter what I do, I cannot get the new video to rank above the old one. Trust me, I've done this game for a long time. It's just because the other one's got more views, it's going to always be up there unless I take it down. So we'll look at the comments now. Yeah, Smarter Every Day is just a thing about this. Dude, get your long hair out of the way of the spinny thing. So the thing that gets me about this video is that many, not most, but many of the comments are people saying, watch out for your hair with that spinny thing. I mean, it is, as I say, an 8-year-old video. I cut my hair short 7 and a bit years ago, so it's a little bit old information for me. But as it turns out, the bit that people are most concerned about is the 430 bit, this bit here. They think that my hair, also someone thinks that's ginger, my hair is very close to this. Now, they obviously don't understand what foreshortening is, or anything like that. I'm bent over, leant towards a camera, which is zoomed in a lot. I remember what camera I was using at the time, it was a camcorder. This thing is this long. One moment, I genuinely just bumped into my afterburner control unit from a tornado jet. I have a video on this one too. So, in this video, I'm kind of like holding it at arm's length, like this, towards the camera, and my hair is going straight down here, where it's attached to my head. Can you see how that is nowhere near my hair? So unfortunately for this group of absolutely massively qualified experts, they don't understand foreshortening. Whatever. So back to my point about people correcting me and acting like I knew nothing on an 8-year-old video. Well, as I said, Curious Droid released his video in 2021. Do you know what came out between 2015, when I made my first video, and 2021, when Curious Droid made his? This and other things like it. Secrets in the Sky, the untold story of the Skunk Works. If you know about Sidewinder missiles, the development is a very interesting tale because they weren't really supposed to be doing it, as from what I remember. But the point is, when I made my video in 2015, there wasn't much information about the Sidewinder out there. Now, everyone's come to me with their big old flopper between their legs that they've just got after watching Curious Droid's video, and with the greatest respect to Curious Droid, he probably got his information from the documentary that came out, or at least more stuff that was, you know, the research of the documentary that was then brought forward. Because until someone does the research, until information is leaked, released, no one knows anything. There was no way of me knowing some of the stuff in the 2015 video that I later corrected in my 2021 video. So what I got with all those extra views was loads of criticism, loads of people acting like they knew everything, loads of people not knowing what foreshortening was, loads of people not understanding it's an 8-year-old video. I have had abuse hurled at me for years over that video for the fact that I made it so far in ahead of everybody else that the information wasn't there for me to get. As a guy living in the UK who just wanted to do a fun video on an AIM-9 Sidewinder missile, you don't necessarily expect for the next 8 years of your life, well actually it's really only the past couple of years since Droid's video came out, you know, to have continuous, you need to cut your hair. I cut it 7 years ago. Shut up. And I know so many of these people know exactly and no more than what is mentioned in Curious Droid's video. First spike, Curious Droid. Second spike, the balloon in America because they shot it down with an AIM-9 missile. Now, what happened because of that was new people got new interest in the AIM-9 missile. So what they did was they watched Curious Droid's video on the missile, then watched my video, and it all started over again. Again, I can't get people to watch the newer video with all the corrections in it. I can't get them, they're so smart that they can't see a pinned comment, they can't see all of the links there to go to the newer video. To give you an explanation as just how severe this problem is, at the time that the older Rolleron video had gained an extra 100,000 views, the new updated one had gained 5,000 views. Now you could look at this as that seems really concerning that the most up-to-date information isn't getting seen. I agree. You could also say I don't want the newest video on a subject to completely annihilate any other video out there because unless someone watches it and knows the subject, they're not going to know which is a better video and yada yada yada. Maybe AI will do that in the future. Let's not go into that because of who I am, I reply to a lot of comments. I like to try and, you know, have a discussion with people. If someone wants to just talk to me really rudely and say I'm a complete idiot, I am very polite to them and I'll try and just add a bit of information to be like, no, actually, maybe if you look at it from this perspective, or maybe if you look at this piece of information, you'll see it's actually true, blah, blah, blah. But of course, I'm wasting my time. I really am. But I will, to my dying day, I will continue to be like that because I feel like the most important thing in the world is education. And to educate someone, to give them knowledge in a non-condescending way, even if they've been rude to you, is a great gift. Because then they realise how much they were talking out their arse. And then, as you know, a couple of days ago, or yesterday actually, I opened up my YouTube stream to a channel which I both watch and support on Patreon, if you want proof. It's a signed ball by Destin who's smarter every day. I've got stickers over there. I'm waiting for my James Webb ones. Smarter Every Day made a video on the Sidewinder. Fantastic. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with the videos, because I tried to measure the Rolleron spinning. I have a feeling he's going to do a similar thing, because he showed in his video at the end that he bought some of these fins. I love Destin. There's no hate towards him or anyone in any way. But I do know this. His video is going to be a new source of information or a new link in to Curious Droid's video, which is going to be another link into my video. So they're going to get praised. They're going to get praised. I'm going to get shit on again by everyone using information from videos 8 years in advance to tell me why I didn't know something back in 2015. YouTube can be a frustrating game. Humans can be frustrating people. This video has been a loop of frustration, and I love it at the same time. It's interesting, it's fun, it's nice to see new people coming in, but I just wish they weren't coming in with a textbook. You got that wrong? You're 20 years out with that. You know? I'm just a guy, I made that video with pure innocence and just love of engineering and physics and curiosity and just everything. I love that original video, even though I got stuff wrong. I actually much prefer the newer video because I could do some harmonics testing and stuff to try and work out the RPMs. But the point is, when you upload a video for fun of you spinning up a wheel, which basically is a silly childish thing to do, don't think that's where it's going to end. You never, ever know. Now, as I say, no hate towards Curious Droid. Love his channel, very interesting video, thank you very much. It gave me the information I needed to make my updated video. And again, no hate to Destin, clearly. I pay for that channel to exist. I pay more for that than all the other patrons I'm a member of together, because I believe that that channel should exist to educate people for the exact reason I've been talking about in this video. You're getting dumb, guys, please stop it. There you go, I hope you found this interesting. As I say, this wasn't about missiles, this wasn't about this or that. This was just about a unique curve, the weirdnesses, the interplay between scenarios and events, which can have a dramatically different outcome to a video than just going, wow, it spins fast. If you do want to know more about the Sidewinder missile itself, watch my second video, which is linked at the end of this video. I'm not linking the first one. It will give it to you. I don't want to give it to you. If you're interested in finding out a lot more about this, and I'll tell you, this story led me down a rabbit hole which ended up meeting up with some ex-military people in underground car parks. He also happened to be my friend, but he knew about this stuff, as did some other people he spoke to. If you like tornado jets, you'll like that video. I told you at the beginning there would be twists, there would be turns, there would be injustice, there would be long hair, there would be redemption. I feel some redemption for this if people watch it. Very few people that started watching this video are listening to this now. You are one of very few. So if you're here, thank you. Smack that like button, subscribe. If you want to help support on Patreon, you can do. Thank you very much. Catch you next time.